What's up, you guys? This is Editing Zach here with a bit of a confession. So I had planned to get this video out 2 days before Christmas, but as you can see, I obviously put it off to the very last minute. And that's my bad, but I figured this is a perfect way to set up the tone for what we're talking about today. We're going over some of the habits that if you're like me, you should definitely drop today. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to HB Fashion. If you're new here, my name is Zach Bobs. In today's video, we're going over some of the 5 habits that every single guy needs to drop. Please keep in mind, the whole point of this video is to not bring anybody down, but rather if there are any of these habits that you recognize in your life, we take the opportunity to acknowledge it, find a way to fix it, and at the same time prepare us to have an amazing year for 2023. And with that said, the first habit we all should definitely drop is going to be a bad sleeping schedule. And believe me, I have been very terrible about this, especially towards the back end of the year, but recently I've taken it upon myself to make sure that I am getting plenty enough sleep, so that way I feel rejuvenated and I'm able to kill it the next day. And that's something that we should all aspire to do. Statistically speaking, all of us should be getting anywhere between 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night. And I know that gets hard because some of us have jobs, some of us have more than one job, or we just have multiple obligations that are in our lives that we need to have our attention towards. Therefore, it kind of conflicts with the sleeping schedule. And I know sometimes it won't be perfect. Some days I'll have a whole bunch of videos I need to get out, whether they're for sponsorships or I just need to make sure I'm staying consistent on the platforms that I'm on, and I will probably pull some all-nighters and I won't get the best sleep for the next day. However, you do need to make it a point that whenever you do have the opportunity to get some sleep, you're getting that sleep, and you need to make a habit of it. And not only for your time management throughout your day-to-day, but for the fact that it is actually healthy for you. Your skin will start looking better. If you're trying to lose weight or keep up with your fitness routine, your body will start looking better, and you won't look so dragged and dead all the time just because of your lack of sleep. I know it's a bit of a flex to say that you got 3, 4, or even 2 hours of sleep last night, but believe me, get those 8 hours in and you're gonna feel and look amazing. Number 2, we need to stop procrastinating. Now, I know this is the pot calling the kettle black, because in terms of my YouTube consistency, I would say a big part of that would have to be me being a huge procrastinator, but that is something that all of us needs to kill. And all the more reasons for this is just imagine what our lives would be if we would actually take the initiative to stop getting so easily distracted, taking it upon ourselves to put the things that we set aside for ourselves as a priority, whether that's something for like a job, your school, even your relationships, or even picking up more healthy habits, but we want to put it off to the next day because we don't feel like it right now. Imagine where our lives would be. And I want you to take that initiative right now. So if there's something that you have had on the back burner that you have wanted to take the opportunity to maybe build up some confidence, build up the time, build up the money in order to do it, I promise you, start doing it now and just see where you are within a month or so, and I promise you, you will thank yourself for taking that initiative. A big part of that for me, of course, is making sure that I'm getting as many YouTube videos out to you guys as much as possible. Hopefully this is like the 3rd one in sequence, like right before Christmas, so I'm right on schedule. But I want to make sure I'm getting as much content out to you guys as possible. And of course, for the new year in 2023, I'm going to make sure I stick to that schedule where you guys are going to be seeing at the very least 3 videos from me a week, going over different style, grooming, lifestyle stuff that you guys have been wanting to see here on this channel, and many tons of other types of content that I have cooked up in the background waiting for you guys to see. The 3rd habit that all of us should definitely drop, and this is a big one, and that's not going to the gym or exercising. Every single one of you guys, and I mean every single one of you guys, at the very least 3 to 4 times a week should be doing something in terms of going to the gym or getting some sort of routine exercise in. And trust me, I get it. Getting up and going to the gym, it sucks, and 80% of the time I do not feel like going. But it is a habit that every single one of us needs to pick up because it will help prolong our lives. It will help us live a little more healthy lifestyle. We'll get in better shape and we'll start looking better for it. And in terms of style, of course, once you lose a few pounds or maybe even bulk up and get some muscle on you, your clothes will look 100 times better on you. That's just a guarantee. So if you can find a way to incorporate some sort of exercise into your daily routine. Even if it's just as simple as you getting up, doing some push-ups, like 30 push-ups, 30 sit-ups, and go take a mile walk or something like that. Even if it's something mild, I promise you, within a couple of months of you starting right now, you will look 100 times better than what you already do right now. Not that you don't already look great, but we could all stand to look a little bit better, in my humble opinion. The fourth one is definitely going to hit home for a lot of us, but that's having bad financial decisions. Keep in mind, I am not a financial advisor, but I think it doesn't take a genius to kind of recognize what's been going on, especially within the last year and a half in terms of the economy, especially if you're here in the US, and you need to kind of recognize that it is important for every single one of us to have some sort of safety net and make sure that we're making the right decisions when it comes to our money. Considering that I don't know most of your guys' financial situations, I would say just in general, it would be good for everyone to have at least $5,000 to $10,000 saved up in your savings account. I know that number is pretty unrealistic for a lot of you guys out there. Trust me, I get it. But just to have any sort of safety net, something to rely on just in case things do fall through the cracks and you have to rely on something for a little while until you pick things back up, will be a good thing just in general. If you have some things going on with your credit, you might want to start taking a turnaround with that. If you have any loans you need to consolidate and at least get on a payment plan, you need to get on the process of that as soon as possible. And if you're the type of person who has that bad daily spending habit, trust me, I was one of those people, you need to make sure you consolidate that as fast as you can. You don't need to be going out every night. You don't need to be door dashing every single day. You can have some home cooked meals, and everything that you see on the shelves in the store, they will be there eventually. You can think at least 3 times about it before you hit the register, and I promise you, on that second or third turnaround, you would think to yourself, maybe I don't need this, and you'll put it back. You just need to have better spending habits and make sure that what little money that you think you can throw away, it might be good to just have it safely in your pocket or put into other things that can help build up your financial profile. At least then for 2023 and beyond that, you'll be in a good financial standings, and money won't be so much of an issue for you. And before we end today's video, the last thing that I have for you is we need to spend less time on social media. You probably hear it all the time, but it's true. And don't get me wrong, social media is a very beautiful thing. It helps us connect with people, and if you're a content creator, obviously is how you make a living. However, we do need to take some time, at least on a more general consensus. Don't be on our phones and just in the face of Instagram, TikTok, YouTube 24/7. Sometimes it's better to just connect with the world that we're in and interact with the people that are around us on our day-to-day. And as we do spend our time solely on social media, we start setting up some unrealistic expectations on our lives, something that we can never uphold because we see other people doing it, and we start questioning what we're doing on the day-to-day. So just in general, if you can, try your best to not be on your phone, but maybe like 30 minutes to an hour right before you go to bed, and don't be in such a rush to pick up your phone as you wake up every single day. Just in general, it'll help you get in a better mindset with yourself, be a little more appreciative of the things you have around you, be more acknowledgeable to the people who you have in your daily lives, and you don't have to feel like you have to meet some unrealistic bar that you see some random TikToker with 1 million followers have that standard pretty much up there. And before we end today's video, I would like to say thank you guys so much for an amazing year in 2022. This past year has been amazing in terms of growth for the YouTube channel. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, which that's insane to think about, and I cannot thank you guys enough for your continued support. Thank you for supporting the content. We have tons more coming in the near future. I know I promised that in the past, but trust me, I'm holding myself accountable, and we're going to be getting more content out to you guys on a more consistent basis. But if you like today's video and you learned something from it, be sure to hit that like button. It does help out the video out a lot, helps bring more people into the channel who aren't subscribed. Speaking of which, if you're not subscribed to the channel and you're into men's fashion, men's grooming, lifestyle advice, hairstyle advice, relationship advice, any advice at all that can help you become a better version of yourself, be sure to hit that subscribe button and become a part of the HB community. If you're not following me on Instagram or on TikTok, they're both at mrhbfashion. I'll have them both linked in the description down below for you guys to go check out. But thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Happy New Year. I'll see you next time.